Good morning, commodity traders. Welcome back to technical analysis on natural gas, UNG, US dollar, oil, gold, and silver. This is where we keep things simple, and we'll be looking at their support and resistance levels, as well as the most likely scenario price to be heading into later next week. All right, let's get started on natural gas, NG, and make sure to click the B80J adjusted to make your chart look like mine, because otherwise you'll have gaps in your contract charts. All right, so natural gas bears are still in control. You guys know I've been talking about this in the last couple of videos for the past probably couple of weeks. As long as the trend is intact for bears, daily downtrend, weekly downtrend, hourly downtrend, everything in a downtrend, then you don't want to fight the trend. How do we determine a downtrend? A downtrend is a lower high and a lower low. So it just means, okay, this move, lower high meaning this high is lower than the prior pivot high, and a lower low just means that it's breaking the prior pivot low. So that's a downtrend. So now it's still continuing. We have one up here and it's still going. And currently, as long as bears are rejecting from the 12 EMA on the 4-hour, that means they're in absolute full control. So you just want to keep things simple. Right now, you go to the 4-hour time frame and you type in exponential moving average. And you get your EMA 12 right there. Type it in. You get this teal looking line. It could be any color. You just look at it. Rejection right there. Rejection right there. Rejection there. Rejection there. Just rejection there again. And another rejection again on Friday. So just keep it simple. Trading is already hard enough. So you don't want to be using a million indicators trying to figure out what it is. And as long as we're in a downtrend and it's rejecting from a 4-hour EMA 12, we know bears are in absolute full control. We are starting to get a little bit oversold on the 4-hour. You guys can see RSI is getting a little beat up on the 4-hour, but we're not oversold on the daily. You can see on the left, on the right side here, daily is still at 36, so it's not oversold. Weekly is still 48, so this could still go. We can just go down and then hit that 4-hour EMA 12 again, and then go even lower. But in the near term, it might bounce a little bit because 4-hour is a little bit beat up, but yeah, we know how natural gas trades. When it goes down, it can go down a lot. So we want to know the characteristics of these commodities when we trade them. And even if we get over 4-hour EMA 12, right, we're looking at 8-hour EMA 12. You see clear rejection, and we didn't even touch it here. And even if we get a 4-hour, now we're going to be battling the 8-hour EMA 12. So that's what, as a bull, you want to see you get over 4-hour EMA 12. And make a 4-hour uptrend to potentially get over this 8-hour EMA 12 as well, to be like the very first step to even shape up something in the bigger picture. But as of now, no signs of that yet. We don't even have an hourly bounce, not even an hourly uptrend. You guys know how I talk about hourly uptrends all the time. Bare minimum, if bulls even want to show up, right, they at least got to give us something. We have not have an hourly uptrend. Let's see here. Bounce. Made a lower low. So nope, that's not an hourly uptrend. Tried here. Nope. Bounce. Lower, higher low here. So there's a chance here. And then nope, this didn't make it. So even you could call this double bottom, and then yeah, no, not a clear trend at all. So you want to see a higher low, clear higher low being set, and then higher high. That's a clear hourly uptrend, or any kind of uptrend. So just even we get an hourly uptrend doesn't mean bulls are going to just randomly show up and then all of a sudden we're going to be all the way up here. Just saying that when we get an hourly uptrend, that's the bare minimum that we need to at least see some kind of a reversal. But as of now, still this 4-hour EMA 12 is going to be my guide for full bear control at this moment. All right, so UNG, similar idea. You can see the 4-hour is also acting as resistance here. We didn't even touch it here. And yeah, just continuing to watch that 4-hour EMA 12 on NatGas. If NatGas can't get over 4-hour EMA 12, UNG is not going to go anywhere. We are starting to get near to this support again. And like I said, RSI is a little bit beat up, right? 19 here, but daily is starting to get a little too oversold, but not there yet. So maybe if we do come down to this structure, then we'll get the bigger turn time frame start to get more oversold. And if we get it all stacking together, where we get like and oversold on the daily, on the 4 hour, and on the hourly. And then we start shaping up that hourly uptrend and breaking that 4 hour EMA 12. Then we may get a bigger bounce from there, right? But so now it's tough to nail the bottom. You can try, but make sure to set your stop losses when you try to nail the bottom. And if you guys want to learn more about these strategies and tactics of just keeping things simple, this whole time you just have to look at the 4 hour EMA 12 if you're in your short, and you could catch this entire big move. Go to my Patreon page and learn more about one-on-ones or mentorships, as well as plans where you can cater yourself to me making plans for you guys to cater to your own sticking points or mistakes I guess you want to correct, all that kind of things. And yeah, and if you guys want to just learn more, go to that 15-minute free call and we can talk more about it. All right, let's take a look at US dollar. So US dollar here, perfect equilibrium. Can't be more perfect than this. You guys know we've been talking about the equilibrium for probably a month by now. Right when it was shaping up here, this is a weekly chart. So big bounce. The next move is going to be within the prior move. And we just started talking about equilibriums for many weeks. And you can see, even after this big bounce, I was saying if we don't get over this pivot, it's just going to be in another tightening range. So look at this drop. So you can see all these moves are within the prior move. And we may actually come down a little bit. Even if we come down a little bit, you can still call this an equilibrium, because you can technically just call this move as a one move up, and then it'll be like kind of like the next move down like that. If this starts to drop lower than here, or you can call it a bear break, right? You can call this a tiny range, and then if we go lower and break this pivot, is a weekly bear break, equilibrium bear break, and we may get a lot more down on the downside, which doesn't make sense. If the Fed start cutting rates in September, dollar should drop. So this chart is actually reflecting that as well, and the macro at this given moment. Yeah, continue to watch for that equilibrium, and we'll see which way it breaks. Same thing with the oil, big equilibrium. Big move up, big move down, big move up, big move down, big move up, big move down, big move up. Did not break this prior pivot. You can see we pretty much rejected it right there. So we did not break this pivot high. You can see we tried to test it, didn't get over it twice so far. On Friday and on Tuesday, didn't get over it. So that would be the key watch, is can bulls take over this bull break out of this tightening range, or we're just going to continue to tighten back up, going back down, and continue this tightening range into whenever it wants to break. We don't know, but we just know that it needs to break this pivot for it to be bull break. But at this moment, so far we have rejected from both days for now. All right, gold, bull break. So very clear. We've been watching this triangle forever. And support, held 4 times. Actually more than 4 times, but resistance, held 4 times as well. So very clear. And we said that we know exactly where gold is going to be trading until it breaks out of the range, and we got a bull break. So on Wednesday, it had a really big move, bull break right there, because probably the weak US dollar, inverse correlation with the US dollar. Weak dollar usually helps metals, and then got follow through. So bull break, and a little bit of rest on Thursday, and they get a follow through on Friday. Big move. So now we're just going to be looking at pretty much high up here and high up here for its target, first target at least. And if we do reach that, break these levels, then we're looking back at all-time highs. And when it's back to all-time highs, we just let it do its thing, because there's no targets as much, because there's no resistance above us. And you just take profit along the way and scale out until you see some kind of bearish reversals. Similar to silver, you know, it was where it's going to be traded. Resistance very clear, and support in this tiny range here. Bounce, bounce, bounce. 5 rejections. Finally broke out of it as well with gold, and now we got a bull break. Same thing. First target for me after equilibrium bull break is going to be the recent highs, so these 3 levels. And if we break above that, then we may potentially look up closer to this this $32.6 to $34 range. Would be my next target if we can break above this current high. All right, that's all for you guys. If you guys have any questions, feel free to comment below. And make sure to like, share, and subscribe. You guys all made it this far, learn anything. And I will see you guys on Tuesday for more updates. And have a great rest of you guys' weekend.